In 2019, this brand didn't exist. Today, it's worth. And they didn't do it with a single traditional TV commercial. Most people look at SKIMS and see a celebrity clothing line. They see Kim Kardashian's face and assume that's the whole story. But they're wrong. SKIMS isn't a clothing brand. It's a biometric attention filter. It's a feedback loop designed to turn the noise of the internet into a predictable, habit-based machine. Here is the common mistake. When marketers look at SKIMS, they look for the campaigns. They look for the millions of dollars in ad spend or the massive influencer deals. They assume SKIMS is successful because it's loud. But at SKIMS doesn't behave like a traditional brand. There are no massive seasonal sales to force growth. No aggressive performance ads chasing you around the web. Instead, SKIMS feels like it's just always there. In your feed, in your conversations, in the background of every cultural moment. This isn't luck. It's a system. And once you see the architecture behind it, you realize that Kim's fame was just the spark. The system is the fuel. The first pillar of the system is content as infrastructure. SKIMS doesn't create content to persuade you. It creates content to blend in. Most of what you see from the brand isn't a polished studio production. It's raw. It's a creator holding a phone, reacting in real time to how the fabric moves. This is intentional. SKIMS has mastered the art of being found. They don't dominate the conversation. They provide the raw materials for the internet to talk about them. They realize that the modern consumer has developed an immunity to the ad. So they stopped building ads and started building artifacts. Products designed specifically to be filmed, to be stretched, to be tested on camera. The product itself is the content strategy. The second pillar is native saturation. SKIMS didn't chase every platform. They leaned into where attention is most fragile and most valuable. They realized that attention isn't something you buy. It's something you occupy. Instead of driving traffic out to a website through a forced link, they designed the brand to live inside the feed. They understood that the moment you pull someone away from their digital flow, you risk losing them. So, they made the brand indistinguishable from the feed itself. It's not an interruption of your entertainment. It is the entertainment.
I typically feel most comfortable when I'm in a fit. Style advice I swear by would be...
Whether it's a partnership with the NBA or a high fashion collaboration with Fendi, SKIMS shows up exactly where the culture is already looking. They don't fight for attention. They inhabit it. The third pillar is the scarcity engine. This is where the system locks you in. SKIMS runs on a very specific type of behavioral psychology. It's not the fake. Limited time only countdown timers you see on generic websites. It's demand-driven scarcity. When a product sells out, they don't just put up an out-of-stock sign. They show you a wait list of 40,000 people. This triggers a psychological reflex called loss aversion. Suddenly, you aren't just buying a t-shirt, you're winning a race. This trains your behavior. You stop browsing SKIMS casually and start checking for drops. You learn their schedule. You form a habit. You aren't being sold a product. You are being conditioned to participate in an event. Finally, there is the monetization of trust. Most brands treat a sale as the end of the journey. For SKIMS, the sale is just a data point in a much larger loop. The results of the system are everywhere. SKIMS isn't just visible, it's culturally present. The real proof is in the UGC, millions of organic videos, created by people who weren't paid to be there, but who feel that owning the product is a badge of identity. When your customers become your marketing department, your cost of acquisition drops to nearly zero. That is how you build a $4 billion moat. So, how can you apply this without a celebrity budget? First, stop thinking in campaigns and start thinking in systems. If your marketing only works when you are pushing it, you don't have a system. You have an expense. Second, build where the attention already lies. Don't force your audience to leave their flow to interact with you. Third, use scarcity to signal popularity, not exclusivity. Let people see the crowd waiting at your door. And finally, don't just chase attention spikes. Build attention loops. Brands that win in the next decade won't be the ones with the loudest ads. They will be the ones that never leave the conversation. SKIMS didn't win because Kim Kardashian is famous. They won because they understood how attention really moves in a digital world. They built a machine that doesn't just capture your eye, but keeps your interest. And once you understand that, you will never look at modern marketing in the same way again.